Well, hi cuties, and welcome to part 2 of the NCT 1 to 7 Dingo performance. The part 1 was already pretty amazing, and I have to say that being introduced to them this way via Dingo and via such an explosive performance was just chef's kiss. So let's continue with the second part. But first, if you are interested in everything singing and music related, then please don't forget to subscribe. Also, let me remind you about my Patreon, where I do up to 6 extra reactions monthly. So if you would like to support the channel and get your extra reaction, then definitely check it out. It's gonna be linked down in the description along with a link to my website. So if you've ever wanted to sing or you would like to work with me on your voice, then definitely you're gonna find all the information that you're gonna need over there. And now, without any further ado, part 2 of a Dingo performance of the one and only NCT 1 to 7. One thing that I really have to mention is that a lot of people were super sweet in the comments. I really appreciate it. You guys are really adorable, and thank you so much for supporting the bold red lip. I think we need to wear more of that, especially for the performances like this. Okay, so I've got a lot of recommendations about this song particularly, so I'm excited. We have 3 different voices that went for the same tone, and here you can see the huge difference in the tempo and what it actually does in the final results. Like the first one more on a huskier side, and we had this really pretty lifted nasal tone that he opened actually very well. So it got a little bit fuller timbre, not just a very narrow nasal sound. And hey, Yuta, now I know his name. Now I know who I'm looking at. Now I know. Very well done. I mean, he is apparently, from what you guys been saying in the comments, he's the main or lead singer. I can see why. I mean, it's pretty obvious. There was also beautiful lift in that mix, and he has a pretty color of the mix as well. A little rundown from there. He just now climbed down from that mix. So the entire time, from the first moment he went into the mix, he stayed there until this point where he just slowly climbed down. So even the ad-libs, he stayed in the same position, which is pretty smart thing to do. Once you are nicely set in a certain register, especially a tricky one like mix, you want to stay, of course, that you have certain agility moving between registers, but this was smart thing to do. Well, I'm loving the ad-libs in this one. I see why you guys were really recommending this one. This was very vocally based, right? Very heavily focused on vocals. I like them. I see kind of the 4 main singers. I would say people who are mainly focused on the vocals. I think they have quite a big variety. Most of them were in the belty area, which they did pretty nicely. I mean, that was really nice to kind of listen to. And they did not go for too many harmonies. They went for the solo kind of runs, which is sometimes very good because you can focus on that one really pretty belt of the person. And then, you know, Mr. Main singer, I have to learn their names better. I'm sorry. But like my memory is like a goldfish, so it's gonna take some time. He just really flexed with that little mix that he had there, and he did tons of ad-libs in it as well, which created such a beautiful another layer. So really well done. I love his voice. So stylized, but beautifully. Ooh. That was so beautiful. Finally, I'm at peace. That was so pretty. Okay, I'm sorry. The work with breath that he did there was so pretty. It was beautifully lifted, but it has a little bit of substance. So he didn't go for the very narrow head voice. Finally, that would be head voice, or too light of a falsetto. Finally, he actually found a really nice anchor point. Finally, and made a very lightweight run. You're gonna hear it. Listen. And then diffused it. That was beautiful. Well done. Oh, I still cannot get over that run, honestly. Ah, that was so pretty. I'm still thinking about it. Dingo performances can be pretty difficult in this. Like, you are still just trying to get over something, especially the band performances, right? Because you have multiple people doing amazing stuff. You just didn't get over one thing, and then other people are already doing something interesting again. So I'm trying my best. 나를 어린아이처럼 만들었던 맘껏 놀고 싶어 난 회색빛의 기억을 알록달록하게 넌 물들여 나의 모든 순간 속에 놀러와. I love the beginning. I didn't want to stop it so soon, but they are kind of continuing to the other part of the song. See how all of them really lighten up their voice. I know that they can go for much deeper timbre in their voices, or they can fry, they can be a little bit more aggressive, but they wanted to go for a very light and happy beginning to this song, and all of them brighten up their voices so beautifully. It was so sweet. Welcome to my playground. Ah, such a cute song. Again, very memorable.
네, 여러분 어떠셨나요? 재밌으셨나요? 자, 그럼 이제부터 저희가 거진 1년 만에 컴백하는 정규 4집 노래를 들려드리도록 할 건데요. 와우. 네, 수록곡에 이어서 타이틀곡까지 여러분들 달려봅시다. 준비되셨나요? Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! 봅시다. Mark Lee.
Hi, Mark.
Yeah. Ay. Yeah. Ay.
Oh, we're back to spicy. These guys cannot stay in a sweet area for too long, huh? Because we are back to that spice. Like, immediately. We've got a cutesy little song, but here comes the spice again.
Ay. Ay. 작은 취향마저 뱉어내 누구도 못 가질 나만을 위한 exclusive 디테일마저 I love it like this 모든 perfect 작은 취향마저 뱉어내 내 세상을 녹아든 이 감정은 made by you.
This guy is so blessed with that tone quality.
완벽한 우리들 pattern I think I'm in love with you Oh baby 넌 나에게 너만의 시계를
Look how much fun they're having.
Mix and match 어떤 방식도 okay so tight 믿고 당겨도 okay It's your eyes, it's your smile, it's your face on 전부 이끌려 갖고 싶어 say more Classic, 사랑은 dressy 섬세하게 다가와 fit me 마음을 더윙해 네가 내 그대로 전동에 퍼지는 눈빛에 빠져든 채로 감히 일러면 나만이 느낀 exclusive 넌 나의 감성 취향마저 뱉어내 누구도 못 가질 나만을 위한 exclusive 디테일마저 I love it like this 모든 perfect 작은 취향마저 뱉어내
Pretty ad-libbed designer. Beautiful. Do you really know how to utilize the sound quality of every singer? I think this is the most recent song, right? This is the 4th album, 2022. I think it just recently came out. So if you like it, go give it a listen if you haven't yet, of course. The entire song, when I was listening to it, one thing that was on my brain was they are not just reminiscing the older R&B, but also like the original boy band R&B from like 90s, and they are dressing it into this really modern take with a lot of fusions from different genres, but like that main theme of that really powerful, that very romantic and seductive R&B is always there. It is like their main theme. And I love it because they do it so authentically. Like I've seen a lot of boy bands trying to go for that authentic, romantic, like, girl, I got you. I love you. I will make you my queen. You know, that type of like really original R&B, that was all about love and traction, like trying to do that. But these guys delivered. They really went for that vibe and they said yes. And they elevated it, which is like, they're so good to listen to. Like I would even have an LP of their songs. Like this is an LP worthy kind of stuff, you know, you can put it on and just listen to it for quite a long time. It's gonna put you in a great mood. Okay, so this one is also from the 4th album, The Baddies. It's called Faster. You can already hear the hype.
Yeah. Two baddies, one Porsche.
I know that is a very tiny thing, that just knowing how to work with a sound that you can create also with your closed mouth. 몰라 난 너가 뭐라는지 있는 그대로의 모습을 너의 manner.
One of a kind, 바꿔봐 나 look in my eyes, yeah. 내가 그린 길이 그린 속에서 모여 창밖과 무너져도 바로 지금, yeah. I gotta go, 시간이 go, we are the next, yeah. We pulling up and we're cutting the line, bitchy and now it isn't mine. Timing 맞춰서 보이는 sign, open the keys, open the mind. Too fast, you 움직이면 blues clues. Everybody jealous, 따라 해보던가 new rules.
I don't know when to stop. I don't want to stop, but the things are happening. Okay, I actually turned the light on. Let me hear it one more time, because listen, one thing that I even said in a previous like part of this reaction, I knew that they are from SM, right? SM is notoriously known for amazing vocalists, right? So amazing vocals is something that I low-key expected. What I did not expect is them to deliver these rappers. Honestly, and I am not even the person who should judge a rap, right? I don't understand what it takes to be a good rapper and like how you can train a person to really perfect their craft. But these guys really surprised me. And I really have to say one thing that I could really characterize them with is exciting. Their rappers are so exciting. They have perfect timing. They work with pitch. They have this explosive charisma, and none of them is lacking. Like for example, if you listen to this one, they are training one after another, and there is absolutely no lack in quality. The only difference is personal style and you know, a very typical tone quality of the voice of each member, right? And that's it. And they're still having fun. They're still having tons of fun. So let's go one more time. I gotta hear it one more time. Yeah. Oh my God. Other than this song, it's just such a banger too.
Two baddies, one Porsche. Porsche. Two baddies, one Porsche. 몰라 난 너가 뭐라는지 있는 그대로의 모습 but don't manner. One of a kind, 바꿔봐 나 look in my eyes, yeah. 내가 그린 길이 그린 속에서 모여 창밖을 봐 무너져도 바로 지금, yeah. I gotta go, 시간이 go, we are the next, yeah. We pulling up and recording the live.
So a little bit of huskiness, but so much power and so much tension in his voice. You feel like he's still trying to go faster, but he's keeping perfect tempo. It's just this urgency in his voice that is just making you feel like you want to run. Lower tone.
Open the keys, open the mind. Too fast, you. 움직이면 blues clues. Everybody jealous 따라 해보던가 new rules.
The last one had a little bit of closer tone, right? And middle, very low, warm tone. That is just, I know why everybody loves him. I mean, you could listen to that for hours. And the contrast with this, he has insane resonance in his voice. Every time he opens the tones, it like fills the entire space. Two baddies, one Porsche. Two baddies, one Porsche. 너가 날 본다면 알잖아. 우린 다채로운 색깔과 rainbow shade.
Show me, baby, what's your style? 최고로 느껴본다.
Oh god.
달라질 거야. You gon'
Again, if sexy had a voice, if show me, baby. This is what I'm talking about when I say that they encapsulate this perfect like love, attraction, sexy, you know, that typical R&B stuff from 90s, and they do it with so much style. Also, their members, they were so lucky on the members. At this point, I've seen multiple rappers sing, I've seen multiple singers rap. I'm so excited.
Come in, wow. 다른 건 필요 없어. 잠깐만 화려해 지게 넌. Now you wanna ride these wheels. 우린 계속 down. No, don't wanna get your feel. Yeah, we got no time to kill. 배기음이 말을 많이 바빠 ill. 위로 가, 점점 위로 가. 널 잃지 마, 끝까지 달려가. 우린하지 마, 불안할 뿐이야. Better get out of my way.
It's essential to have someone like him in a band. Like, listen how much of a huge contrast his tone quality is to the other members. I'm not saying that other members' tones are not interesting or exciting, but when you hear it, he completely, like when you have a concept, he can like cut through. And that is so incredibly important because you can keep every song, everything very exciting with these little, you know, aces of sound, like because he is an ace with that very specific style and very specific color. You can use him and it immediately excites the person who's listening because it's like something else. Immediately, they are so lucky to have him. Just a couple of guys having fun. I would love to hear his solo. I will love something slower with a lot of focus on his tone. He's shown me a couple of like really nicely finished phrases with vibrato. I think if we get a really nice solo with focus on that really lengthy tones, like ta-dun, like he just sang ta-dun-dun-dun, something in that style, that would be so cool. The little dances again. Ooh. Beautiful slide. If you focus on their songs, there are a lot of these tiny little details and like hidden gems. They are like literally like spice, you know, to the meal. So it's perfect. Well done. That was first tone from him like that, and it was beautifully supported. You could hear it. Oh! Gorgeous lifted belt. Very well supported, but both of them, the one hey, and then both of them are really heavy on support, breath support, and like the core overall. So both of them very nicely done. A little bit of that mix. Yeah, yeah. Oh, atmosphere building, okay. Ooh. Listen to the ad-libs, they're gorgeous.
Yeah. Thank you. 딩고 앞으로도 사랑하고 다음에 또 만나.
Alright, listen. I did much more in-depth analysis in the first part. I am fully aware of that. This part was more really focused on my kind of feelings about the entire band and their sound and just their approach to singing and approach to the entire like musical idea behind them. And I am so in love. They are incredibly unique and I really appreciate the detail that they put into their work. Probably my most favorite thing that they do is that chanty style that is very powerful, very narrow. So something that you can really incorporate a lot of people singing with you. Na 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 na. Or there's so many different chants that they actually had throughout the entire performance. But in a stark contrast, because like contrast in music is something that is incredibly important, and as an artist you want to put a lot of detail in contrast and like a lot of attention. So every band and every soloist, every singer find the contrast in something different, something that works for them. And something that works for NCT 127 is the contrast building based on that narrowness of the chant, something very strong, something very, very substantial, and something almost overwhelming because you have a couple of pretty strong voices. You know, it's guys' voices, so altogether it's creating this really big wave of sound. But with that, on an ad-libs, you got this falsettos, you got this runs, you got that really soft R&B all around. And that is a very creative approach to contrast, very creative approach to dynamics and stylization, and I am incredibly proud of them. And I've just met them. I think they are very complete a band. They have everything that you would pretty much ask for. So plus an interesting concept, and I'm loving the fusion that they're using. I mean, fusion of styles. So the only one thing that is missing is me going to listen to their newest album, and you should as well. And since NCT 127 is pretty new bands to me, please write down your suggestions for me to react to down in the comments, especially if you have some live performances, your favorite live performances. So throw them all down in the comments and I will try to react to them as soon as possible. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe right here. Here is the video that YouTube actually recommends for you, or I'm probably gonna put there the part 1 of this reaction. And here is rest of my Korean reactions. Please stay safe and healthy. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.